We're good to go. So let's get it.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to? What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
No, but I would.
Of course.
There if this one, yeah. Stop.
I've got what I need. Explosions and shouts from outside the embrace. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah. You
Wait.
good night.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth. Something. Killed many braves.
Yeah. I should stay out of sight. I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my traps?
Don't so when it is
I'll
you.
Alright. Good start.
Aloy. So.
I don't-
Look for. You should be. For you.
Just smells price. It's I hate when kids at PC spawns because they run around.
Aloy!
They're a lot more unpredictable.
Are you?
Tab is
The human, or not
what's
human.
called there.
That's the word for it.
Anyway,
Adults.
Cheers.
yes, I'd expect. Lost.
John, get down from there. Bad enough you're drunk.
Listen carefully.
Why do you have to
now.
go climbing houses?
You'll have to tell us when I'm gone.
Aloy, over here.
He's wearing. You're the.
What? Why?
What's?
Polly. Oh, I.
Wait.
No. Whoa. Hey.
Isn't it?
I asked
What up?
when he's not. I'm.
I
I'm. You.
I thought.
She got anyway.
As those you have nurtured take their place.
We'll start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
There's only. I have some questions for him.
I want to see something.
Oh,
So
this is cute.
the only. Oh, I.
You know,
What I. But I.
I.
All you.
You.
Oh, are you?
Alright.
Looks like
some graces.
I've gotta catch up.
Slow and steady now. All you need is to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
She was behind me.
Strong. That's it.
No way but forward
Just
now.
stop right there.
It's good racers as long as you can get to be right behind the last contestants, because you can't overtake them.
Come on
On
now.
very rare instances you can, but
Faster.
it requires
Stop
them to
dragging.
kind of get stuck on things.
Gotta keep
Happen
going.
that often.
The outcast! On the old trail? Is she crazy?
Good. I'm gaining.
Look! The outcast is catching up!
How did we get up there?
Ugh. I've trained my whole life for this. We had a tribe, but I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough. Must be perfect. Come on, you can make it. Can't let them beat me now.
Too many of them! We can't win!
For All Mother!
Oh no! There's more!
How many are there?
They keep coming! How many are there?
Good so far. Kind of messed up the last wave there, but still pretty good. Also, my movement getting to the proving could have been better. So
They must have
There's
torn
time
me
save there.
before I bled out. I'm picking up some kind of signal.
but being stubborn.
There. With the rest. Are you saying I was born here? Inside the mountain? Why did you bring me here?
It seemed you were dying, and to die near one's mother is sacred. Lantern fought it, of course, but Jet sided with me.
But keep in mind, most of the time save here at the first two splits are from new strats that my
It's
PB didn't know about.
Please, just follow me.
But also my PB wasn't the greatest on the first two splits, so combining those two is the reason why I have so much time save on the first two splits.
What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party descended.
In case anybody was wondering.
Less than 10.
How was the war party defeated?
The killers do not fight alone. Somehow they...
New strats basically save 15 seconds. So if you subtract that, I probably just saved 7 seconds on my PB. If I didn't have the new strat, I guess.
Is to sing the hymn of atonement and beg for All Mother's mercy. As though
My
she
PB
would
didn't
not
have the
want
best
us to
start.
help ourselves.
Then...
My PB was kind of made up for it in the end game and
This
late
was
game.
my plan, to show
Or like
you where
mid
you were born
game and late game.
loose you to follow the destiny All Mother intended for you. The other high matriarchs are waiting for us. You no
Even...
yeah. If any
Nora Faithful,
Corruption is everywhere.
we will soon begin.
Mother, forgive us.
Purify your hearts. Soon we will beg forgiveness for the sins
Duty all day. My feet are growing roots.
Ah, the outcast
ignore her.
I need... So...
You, but
If you... Or do...
I am.
And I...
Braves! Ready yourselves! Ready to fight a curse! The demon!
Won't be long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Attack! Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
It's down!
I didn't lose too much time.
Exactly.
Though I had a really bad moment there. Getting down to the fight.
Braves!
I need to find a machine and see what this device can do. It worked! It's not hostile. Seemed to be Striders.
I was kind of afraid I was going to lose like 5 seconds or something like that, because it did feel pretty bad. Guess it wasn't that bad.
Sounds of fun.
Watch yourselves! Bring it closer!
Am I?
No. If...
Yeah.
Isn't... I should...
Halo.
Where...
The war. You might.
I... This Strider is fast! This beats walking. My whole life.
Alright, decent start to the run.
The world just got bigger. I should try overriding other kinds
It's too
of
early
machines.
to say that, Hannex.
Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them.
Too early to say that. Only 10 minutes into the run, roughly. So. A lot of shit that can go wrong. But hey, could happen. So you're saying there's a chance? To be honest, even though it is gonna PB and VR if I do finish the run, the most important thing to me is just getting below 2 hours.
Some kind of signal.
That's gonna be
Maybe I
awesome.
can scan it.
Beating the massive RPG Horizon Zero Dawn. 2 hours. Thanks, Annex. That's one thing I'm gonna give the Overwatch community. The Overwatch community seems to have really nice emotes. Don't know why that is, but it might just be me. For some reason, I feel like every time I see an Overwatch emote, they're quite well made. The real final boss is the RNG. Final boss is most likely more gonna be me not choking the ending, like I've been doing the past couple of days. Obviously, the RNG is just gonna help. As to be honest, my PB didn't actually get the best RNG. My PB could easily have gotten a lot better RNG. Just look at the cardio border here. Like, my cardio border lost 18 seconds to my goals because it had really bad RNG.
Maybe I should try to find her.
Here she is. Girl, you're the they know what word it is. I'm free.
I should.
Scariest thing about this run will be whether or not I get the blaze skip at the end. If I don't get the annoying blaze skip, that's an automatically 15-second time loss. Most likely gonna be more than that if I mess up the glint box as well at the end. Do not know where the... Okay, the last guy back there.
Machines.
Easy.
Trying to clear them out.
It's actually really good RNG. They're all lined up perfectly. And the first two have their back turned. It's lovely.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me. Here they come. Corrupted watchers. I've done what I can to cleanse this valley of corruption. Time to save the purge of forts will let me pass over the mountains.
That was good. Only thing that went bad there was I accidentally aggroed my mount. But I got a good mount spawn, so I guess it made up for it a little bit. I just need to finish out the fort fight. Oh, the fort isn't even spawned in, probably. We'll load it in.
Sounds of fighting.
It's funny.
Something attacked them. A corruptor.
Turn back, girl! These machines are dangerous!
Ah! Fuck!
Where are you headed?
Ah, that could have been
West.
so much better.
To Meridian!
Open the gates!
Came
Fucking where the corruptor, dude. Stupid corruptor. Always ruining my runs. Oh, no. That doesn't ruin my runs. Could have saved so much time if
I need to find Owen.
corruptor had been a little more,
Everything he knows.
a little bit nicer.
Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus. Who the woman is. One who looks like me. Why they want me dead. Owen's trail leads to Meridian. When I catch him, he will talk. And he will pay for all the lives he's ruined.
Ooh, that was close. No, the bridge isn't properly loaded. Ah, there we go. The graphics are lagging behind a little bit. For some reason. It always seems to be doing that when you're on the way to Meridian. Maybe it's because you're just riding straight through the map and the map kind of has to keep up. Loading into details and stuff.
Barbarian's adventure in the Glyph books?
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens.
What's going on here? Owen's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
City's locked down.
I'll be breaking them up. It's always the merchants.
Good luck getting through, Outlander.
Hold! Stop and lock them. How would
I know.
Ha.
Hey, you.
Have you?
Over of
As you
there.
A lot not meant.
We were.
How I.
It's hard.
Think.
It does.
I need.
But.
No.
But.
I don't.
He's not. How?
Okay.
I
need.
Okay. Hey, come back. Olin's place is this way.
So many.
Where are you going? Come back.
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now. Here we are. Try not to break anything.
Corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
Look, let's give it a... Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts.
Not the best
but I never
movement
took him for a poet.
inside here.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted. A map. The glyphs show places
I did get a decent mount spawn, so...
There's your...
How did... I'll...
Leave it
Wait.
out.
I'm not... Don't... Look.
Right.
Yeah, decent mount spawn always makes up for bad movement. And on the Meridian split. This feels a lot like the run I had yesterday.
They've seen me.
forget.
Who?
Kill her! No, you had your chance.
Not the best.
I promise.
I'm the kid. I'm not. What
They never.
What do I do when they and you
Hate
hate
such
and what
sis.
I've
I will
where
my folk.
I
I'm
Yeah, could have been a lot better fight there. I was a little scared the second corruptor was gonna walk off to the right, so I couldn't freeze him in time. Yeah, luckily he decided to shoot at me instead of walking away.
Right.
Tell me.
No,
decent.
no, sir. Shot. Yeah. Come on.
Why out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Is this Shadow Carja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft. Alright, this is it.
Dragon marks. Did someone move a body through here?
Dead. Why fake it down?
Oh, where's the last guy?
Uh-oh. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Holy shit, that was fast.
These look like
This
bad
might be a gold
weapons.
split.
There's no blood on them.
Might be. Not sure.
Ursa's men didn't fight back. Those rocks, they're shattered.
That was really
Something hit
quick
these
kill on
stones.
the second Ravager.
Something I've never seen before. What are those leather straps? Armor straps. Cut with a knife.
Thanks, Jim.
And a rock with blood on it. Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod.
Yeah, I think this is a gold.
A used power cell.
Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, not a goal. Barely. Like half a second off. How's it going? It's going really well. This round has been decent. The only bad split so far has been Carja Border. Even though I still save time on Carja Border, I kind of wanted to save more. Oh, thanks for the host, by the way, Jim. I had a really bad fort fight at Carja Border and didn't save that much time because of it. But the rest of the run has been really good. Solid, I guess I should probably call it. Instead of saying it's a really good run, I'm just gonna call it solid. Could be better, but it could also be a lot worse. But 30 seconds ahead going into Maker's End is really good pace. Even though certain things probably could have been better. Otherwise I might jinx this. Yeah. I'll try not to do that today. I've been doing that too much lately. Probably just I'll just finish the run, get this up 2 hours and be done. Just like
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
good thing is my aim does feel a lot better than yesterday. Even though the run I had yesterday was pretty good. My aim was not the best.
Stay on your present course before long.
My aim feels really good today.
Maybe better, but be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show the location.
Who is he and how does he know these things? He said Elizabeth Sobek.
It's rare you get this conversation with Eli here. It's most of the time you're in combat, so because of the Grace spawn there.
Someone here?
Ooh, the corruptor got its back to him.
An explosion. Another explosion.
All weapons operational.
Get over here!
Good. Really good.
Hades? Hey!
Only thing that went wrong there was missing one of the shots on one of the Watchers.
Dr. Silver, you are 345,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Ford. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Where or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they ought.
Welcome to Feral Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Feral leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology.
Looks like the way up.
From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Feral Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Feral remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising.
I am the master of the jinx.
Frozen metal most of the way. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, so they made
The master of the jinx and choking late games.
5,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices.
But even a master fails one time, and let today be the day where I fail to choke the ending. Mark my words. Today I will fail in attempting to choke the late game. Oh yeah, also it's a Pokemon reference. So that's I feel like a good Pokemon reference every now and then. Even though I gotta admit I used to hate Jinx as a Pokemon. Because one of my friends I used to play Game Boy battles with when we were a lot younger, like he had a Jinx he always used, and it was fucking overpowered as fuck.
The way up.
Why did the psychic Pokemon have to be so good in Generation 1?
Alright.
It's fucking annoying.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Really bad memories of Jinx.
I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Yeah, I guess Jinx isn't really the best designed Pokemon.
Elizabeth, good to,
I don't like that she...
Where's your
I like that
team,
Jinx
Ted?
looks,
No need. I dropped
the
it.
Jinx looks too human-like. I don't like when Pokemon
I
looks
assume
too
your data
human.
confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Cypher has a really cool design.
Lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
Like, Jinx and Master Mime, I don't like those two just because they look too human.
They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here.
Gyarados? Yeah, Gyarados was really cool. The only problem I had with Gyarados was it was really annoying to get one. I had to train a magic card.
It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Les.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how am I stopping?
So you can call a mount up here. So I can explain it. So basically, no, it's not new. It's not new at all. I don't know when it was found. I just saw it in Sinful's PB video, one of his old PBs. He did it. So I think it was found by accident by some casual player, probably. Let me just activate the last hologram here, and then I can explain it.
On Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the
So it's kind of a developer oversight, I guess, that they probably didn't think too much about. So, you know, your mount, you're not allowed to call for it inside inside buildings or inside settlements. And obviously Maker's End here counts as a building. However, this balcony out here, right out here, actually counts as being outside. So, for some reason, when you go out on this balcony, the game thinks you're outside, and therefore you can call your mount, and it spawns inside there, because as you know, the mount always spawns off camera.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to
So when you call it out here, it's gonna spawn in there, basically.
In 15 minutes,
and you have to have your back turned, I'm pretty sure. So you have to go out here and then call it with your back turned. It's kind of a little bit of oversight by the developers. For some reason, that balcony doesn't count as being inside the building.
Necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I
Then
will
again,
make
you
sure
could
that
also
everyone
make the
else on
argument
this
that it
planet
is
knows
technically
the real
outside.
cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten
But
me.
from a programming perspective, they probably wanted it to be... they probably wanted it to be counting as inside the building, because they probably didn't want
From here
you
on
to
out,
call
you
the
get to
mount
do
up
what
there.
you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
And anybody can do it. You just need to have unlocked a skill that allows you to call your mount everywhere. And then you can do it. I'm pretty sure there's a few other places where you can do it as well. Where there's things that are outside, or that counts as being outside the building, even though you're technically still inside, or settlements. Oh yeah, they did proper QA. Like the Killzone games, as far as I'm aware, they were all also really QA tested. Like Killzone games didn't really have that that many glitches that I know of or remember.
My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it.
The only thing I remember from Killzone, there's one of the single-player missions where you can go out of bounds and basically skip pretty much the entire quest. But that's the only thing I remember.
I'm still getting a signal from my focus.
From the Killzone game. It's in Killzone 2, doing the mission where you drive through the desert. You can technically get out of bounds and just drive to the end without having to do any combat. But besides that, I don't really know. I don't know about rigs, because I haven't played rigs or really paid any attention to it.
The war chief stopped here. Dressings from...
Isn't rigs also made by Guerrilla? I think that's their VR game.
I should try my focus.
But I'm pretty sure it's made by a smaller team within Guerrilla or something like that.
Tracks.
Not sure how it works.
Some blood.
I think it's Guerrilla something that made rigs. The only sequence breaks is doing revenge camps or Revenge of the Nora, where you do the quest, where you do all the objectives before you start the quest. That's like the only sequence break, I would say. And then there's of course the skips you do to skip certain combat sections, but I don't know if you would call them a sequence break when you're only skipping like a little combat section. That's up to, I guess, your interpretation.
I killed one at Mother's Watch.
But no, the game is really well made. There isn't really... And it's not really possible to skip any quests as well. Come on, peek. The last guy was a little slow to peek.
You might know she and I do it.
But if you compare to other speedruns that have massive sequence breaks, then no, there isn't really any in Horizon.
Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire...
Which to me personally, I don't mind that, because pretty much every part of the game is fun to do, so I wouldn't actually want anything to be skipped, in a sense, just because it's fun to do all the quests and sections.
A blaze stockpile in... I found some. Damn. There's...
Blood? Please.
Sounds...
For example, I don't know if you've ever seen a The Last of Us speedrun. The most popular thing to do in The Last of Us is obviously to run the glitchless category, where you're not allowed to do any of the skips. And the thing with that is just because the two biggest skip in The Last of Us, they skip the most, I guess, most interesting part of the runs, in my opinion. Well, they skip two really interesting part of the runs, and it's kind of annoying that it does that. I don't know if you're familiar with it. But like basically any percent for The Last of Us, you skip what's known as the financial district. And in my personal opinion, the financial district is actually one of the most interesting part of the runs. Also one of the most challenging part of the runs, so skipping that makes it a little bit boring. Okay. Just know that there are skips to sequence break The Last of Us. But in the Last of Us speedrunning community, I think most people prefer glitchless just because the skips takes away some really fun parts of the run.
Right into that.
I'm pretty sure there are other examples of speedrunning communities that do the same thing. Where a skip skips like a good amount or like a really fun part of the game and then they're just like, okay, let's not do that, let's create a separate category where we don't do that. For example, games that have like a sequence break or a skip that skips half of the game or more. That's obviously not something most people want, because most people that speedrun also wants to actually play the entire game. Slow first camp. Kinda took it a bit slowly there, just because I really messed it up badly yesterday. On a good run. Just kinda played first camp safe. The tower spotted me. Don't normally do that. At least he didn't go for the alarm straight away.
Be a climber up there.
Don't miss that shot. It's a scary shot to miss. Because that guy also sometimes just goes straight for the alarm as soon as he spots you. Not the best camp so far. Oh, I did not do that. Shit. Oh my god, terrible camps again. Probably losing 10 seconds now. Ah, that was awful. Oh, whatever. First really bad spot on the run. Yes.
If I'm
Sound.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Only lost 8 though. But not too bad, it's still
Go now.
wanted it to be better.
We wait on your signal.
Yeah, most sequence breaks are received normally. That's true. But then again, most games that have those major sequence breaks, like, also have categories where you don't do the sequence breaks. Just because some people want to play more of the game.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Like, just imagine, for example, if Super Mario 64, if the only category was zero star, right? Not that many people would play it. Because in Super Mario 64, clearly people want to play more of the game. That's the reason why 70 star and 120 star is the most popular categories.
Take my hand.
Even though the other are still quite popular, it's just nothing compared to 70 and 120.
To me, brother!
And I think, isn't it Ocarina of Time, even though I don't know much about that speedrun, like any percent is like really short because of a massive sequence break. But then they have another category that's like, I think it's called No One Warp or something. Hey Ollie, thanks for the good luck. How did your stream go? I saw you were speedrunning some Q.
I see it.
Let's hit the ground. Hit it. Oh, you got 2 gold spots? That's awesome. Especially if you haven't run the game in like 3 months, that's pretty good. Means you're not that rusty, I guess. Yeah, rusty at some things, but like, not everybody can like take a break for 3 months and come back and just get a world record. I've seen people do that, but not everybody does that. Like, I think Chiso5, when he got his like 7-star PB, he like he hadn't played like Mario for quite a while, and then it took him like 2 days, and then he just got the 70-star world record. I remember watching the run. It was just out of nowhere. He just got an insane pace, pretty much. Getting messed up this split here. So I'm pretty consistent with this split most of the time. Distracted by the Glenthawks. Fair enough. See you later.
They're inside too. haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Tools were raised, and braces. More clips. Must be another way.
The sun.
Oh, it's been a while since I missed that jump. Another tank of hot water. Oh wow. Just take a cold shower. Well.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. It looks like this, from the distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the
Is it like 43 in Spain today?
The Faro robots were spreading
Jesus.
across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
And I know Ellie is from California and you're from Madrid. You guys are just used to hot weather. I'm sitting here in Denmark when it's like 28 degrees and I'm like, God, I'm dying. Decent fight. Oh, you're in Washington. My bad. I thought you were. I guess that's just me being stupid for thinking California is the only thing on the West Coast of America. I thought you were in California. My bad. That's the thing. If you go here to Scandinavia, even on hot days, we don't have AC. Because obviously AC is a waste of money because it doesn't really get that hot that often. Like, there's no point of having an AC, even though some days you probably really wish you had one.
Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this, we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front?
Gotta do your thing for the environment.
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top secret super weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the Swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of Alpha and Beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so...
Oh yeah, there's so many one-use materials and fast food and... just the food in general, there's so much trash, basically.
Nobody launched this. What is that? What did these people do? Now I just need a... Wait, what was... Now, how am I gonna get down from here?
Save 2 seconds. Nice. Oh yeah, but most of the wrapping also comes from all the regulations we have on food and stuff like that. Like, food has to be handled so carefully with the... like the food, like the European Union food laws and stuff like that, and on how you have to handle certain things. Obviously, it makes sense, so you don't, so food don't get spoiled and stuff like that. But obviously, it leads to having a lot more trash.
Couldn't imagine living anywhere.
It's even worse in Japan. I've never been to Japan, so I don't know. Don't really have personal experience with it.
Don't look to me for help.
I'm assuming it's pretty much the same in every Western country in the world.
All of these people are here to see the sun king.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor. Unpleasant, but that's compliments. Beneath you, the machine thing with a curious eye. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
Japan is densely populated, but it's actually not that densely populated. A lot of people, when they look at a map, they think Japan is actually not that big, but Japan is actually quite a big country.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of reason.
I think it could happen really rapidly if it happened in the big cities in Japan, but... yeah, it's obviously nothing like Bangladesh, which is massively overpopulated. I guess. Dumb mistake. Cost me 2 seconds. Yeah, I think that's true. I think Tokyo is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. And 60 million people live in Bangladesh, and Bangladesh isn't that big. It's crazy. Like, those southern Asian countries are really massively overpopulated. Bangladesh, Myanmar, I guess Thailand and Vietnam is also as well. There's a lot of people living in those countries. Doesn't make it any better that Bangladesh is also a really poor country. I guess Hong Kong would be up there alongside Singapore. Singapore is... I'm pretty sure Singapore is the most densely populated country in the world. But obviously it's just so small and it's pretty much just a city, in a sense. A city built on an island.
Aloy, you're very close now.
Alright, Eclipse Base is coming up, which is the scariest split in the run before the endgame. Obviously the endgame is always the scariest, but...
Oh really? And who put those there?
I did this perfect in my PB, so I can very easily lose time.
Right. Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to control mystery. Crash the Eclipse focus on this. How are we gonna do
But
that?
if we survive it, it's gonna be great.
Oh wait, I forgot. We won't. I do all dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
And by surviving, I mean not lose that much time.
All right. What now?
Wait, that's what?
Let's see what's through here. Lift the machine.
I'm trying to tag me. I did get the long leg to attack me before I found the tree. That's good.
The back way. I didn't say it would be easy.
So good. Now I just need to skip to work. Yes, first try, bitches. Alright, this is a really good Eclipse Base. Thank God. Didn't choke it here.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climate. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. Feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
I am, because the skip is actually not hard, or it's not easy to do, and when you did it perfect in your PB, it's kind of scary to run against it. Also, on easy difficulty, there's a lot more RNG to the split because of the enemies not being aggressive enough.
Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing?
Sounds weird, but it's true. This split is actually easier on ultra hard difficulty. Because you're trying to manipulate the long legs to attack you before you climb up the tree, for example. And on ultra hard, they're pretty much always just gonna attack you because of the aggressive nature of the difficulty. But on easy, they sometimes just don't care about it. Even when you want them to attack.
Almost there.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I know.
And also the skip is very hard to do. It does require a lot of practice to get this good at it. Because it's a very precise jump you do to get up on the, I guess, gate. I pretty much mastered it. It was before we found the skip to get over the gate there. This split was actually a lot scarier because the fight you would otherwise have to do there that we skip now. That fight is really random in terms of the enemies because they're just gonna spot you and they run around all over the place and they're all wearing armor, so you have to headshot all of them. And yeah, so before we found that skip, Eclipse Base actually used to be a place where we could just lose 20 seconds or more to bad RNG.
The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history.
But they have no idea what lies beneath.
It could be the run.
We will learn much from this
but
that's what I'm hoping.
still a lot of game left. Let's get to the actual end before we call it the run.
The submarine. Proud tradition. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy.
My goal is just to be ahead by as much time as possible before entering the endgame.
Head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards.
The end game is pretty much gonna lose time. Those, that one.
First even if it means having to listen about
As I play out on my mind like I did in my TV.
It's a short drop from there.
Skip.
The others.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. No. It's
I actually haven't gotten a single gold in this run so far. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I haven't got any gold.
But this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped.
God, I really like distortion emotes.
No distractions.
They're so nice.
Errands to run, do them first.
They're so simple, but they're so good.
I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along.
I don't know if I'm still subscribed to Distortion, because I was gifted a sub in his stream. I haven't resubbed myself, but I think it's more than a month ago now, so probably not subbed anymore.
Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found.
It's just this random guy in his stream that basically gifted a sub to every non-sub that spoke in the chat. I was just one of them randomly, having to get a sub. Oh, you're one of his mods? Nice.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
It was back when he did Shadow of the Colossus.
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
I don't think he has been doing that for a while now.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Oh yeah, he does have a lot of mods, that's true. But then again, when you're a big streamer, you kinda need a lot of mods.
I can pass them, undetected.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place?
Like, I can't even imagine how many mods Ninja must have. Like, a guy like Ninja. Probably has, like, hundreds. I'm pretty sure when you're that big, you kind of maybe also have to, like, pay your mods.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't
Shoot out there.
Another route.
I've done. Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find what found one.
First try on the emitter.
Looks intact. Looks like that part I found upstairs didn't fit here. That should do the trick.
I'm pretty sure when you're as big as somebody like Ninja or Shroud or something like that, you probably have to pay like your mods to do the work for you.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Look out!
He only has 28 mods. And it wouldn't surprise me if they're like full-time working for him or something like that. You obviously have the money to do it. It'll probably make sense to have that when you are that big.
Who's there?
Hello, I'm Margot Shan, and this is a... As the name might tip you off.
Oh yeah, Nigeria has performed so well at this World Cup. The only thing I'm a little sad about if Nigeria plays well is that Iceland is not gonna advance. But it wouldn't surprise me if Nigeria loses now to Argentina.
Welcome.
And Argentina and Croatia go through. Croatia is like a scary team, like they're playing so well this World Cup. The skips. Good zero on. Nigeria's gonna destroy Argentina? If Argentina doesn't step up like their game, then yes, they will. Oh, that was gold. Oh, there you go. That's the first goal of the run, I guess. That didn't feel like a gold, but I'll take it.
Oh, this it was
kind of a surprise goal.
It'd be.
So,
you've
starting to think this run is really, really good.
I will. Soon in you're.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use it.
I don't think Nigeria can play Germany before the finals or semi-finals because they're so far apart in the groups. If I remember correctly. But the thing is, if Nigeria goes through on second place, they're most likely gonna meet France in the next round. And I'm pretty sure France, if they actually play well, they're just gonna destroy Nigeria. But then again, we have seen small teams make the upsets this this World Cup.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Those components are the size of its head. They've got something to do with his leak attacks.
Of course, if you not
You're
stop, I'll be.
Wait.
Yes.
The tr
When the I'll come in the meet.
You think
One of Halo for you. Yeah.
I guess that was decent. It could have been better. We'll save 3 seconds. Holy fuck this. Pace though. Jesus Christ. This run is off the charts. But yeah, at this point I wouldn't be surprised if Croatia actually goes really far. God damn it, night buff. I thought I'd turned that thing off, but I guess not. Sorry, Serpa. I'm pretty sure I'd actually turned it on so links were allowed, but I guess Nightbot, I have to change it on Nightbot as well. I thought Nightbot was changed, but I don't know. Somebody remind me to change that whenever the run is over. I don't mind links as long as people are being nice about it.
Another defeat. The eclipse smashed through.
Up there.
More sounds of
Right, time for the Thunderjaw.
Sona, they're still alive.
Finish them!
We did it! Aloy did it! We only
One less
helped.
thing to think about.
I thought we would die. You...
I need
Not the best Thunderjaw.
So, she out by have you? Because what she
talk.
Hold.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped. Looks like they don't like this door very much.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Of course they hated it.
Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to Lyceum.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo.
I mean, it was a decent fight with the Thunderdroid. It just could have been a lot better. But then again, it's the Thunderdroid fight, and it kinda can always be better. The Thunderdroid is annoying and unpredictable. Actually, not unpredictable. He just has some attacks that are really annoying if he does them.
The murderers tried to destroy us, but we Nora.
The Invented in action? I pity any machine that stands against her.
This now sets in.
It was 5 seconds. The PB lost a lot more to my gold, of course. Alright, I have a lot of time to save on the next 2 splits, and I want all of it, so I can go into the late game being very confident. Because keep in mind, there's a random chance I lose 20 seconds to durable attack, just because of play skip. Most likely gonna lose time in the late game. Oh, look at that Ravager. Thank you for turning your back to me.
I'm not far from Pitchcliff. Murad said to look for his agent in the town's marketplace. Pitchcliff isn't far. Murad's agent is waiting in the town marketplace. Be Pitchcliff. Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
Not the worst idea.
Asaram based on Vikings? I don't know. I guess no, I wouldn't say so. I guess you could say that because Vikings were really good traders and really good at traveling around the world to trade with people. But I guess there's some resemblance. Snappy.
Oh no! Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
Those paralyzers. Stay put until I find a way past it.
In terms of lifestyle, I don't know.
Just notes about crafting. And a letter tucked between the pages. Well,
Go.
Okay, it didn't save as much time as I had hoped. Fine.
Talk's attacking. I better see if I can help.
The main thing that kinda says no towards the Asaram being Vikings is the Asaram really likes to craft stuff in terms of weapons and armor and stuff like that. Vikings weren't really known for that. They were known for creating some really good ships, but not really crafting high-level weapons and stuff like that. But I could see the trading part of the Asaram could be inspired by Vikings. It's a lot of chunklers. A lot of people also think Vikings were like just bloodthirsty people that just went from country to country and killing people. Obviously they did that, but they were also really good traders, sailing the seas and going all over the world. That's why you can find traces of Viking stuff in a lot of places.
So what else is new?
Good. It's kind of hard to tell how far the Vikings went. There's a lot of theories on it. Like how far they actually made it around. But it's a lot of history to dwell into if you're interested.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
That Glinthawk almost pushed me off the edge. That would have been frustrating.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
I just need good movement inside Gaia Prime.
This is exactly the kind of play.
But we not every.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr.
Mind your footing.
Guess that's my way across. Glad that's over.
What? Grab onto the fucking things, Aloy. Jesus Christ. She just fell right through them. Bullshit.
This must have
Climbing in this game is so good.
What's left of it? Once this was...
That's one thing I really hope. For speedrunning purposes, whenever the Horizon sequel comes out, can we please have some better climbing mechanics?
The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Like, the climbing probably works fine for casuals, so they're probably not gonna bother. It's just, it's so inconsistent.
And you might live long enough to hear them.
This morning, an accident malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Now, what I signed up for? Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete.
I'm doing well. Having a really good run so far.
That's what she does.
It's been mistakes, but still pretty solid.
There's
Guys, you know me, I'm
feeling confident.
no good at
But
this.
as you know, I'm the master of choking the endgame, so...
Let's not.
So, yeah. I'm not gonna get too excited until Hades is dead.
See you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'll try not to choke this.
I want to go home.
Today will be the day where I fail to choke the end.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy,
She doesn't.
You're
to get if it.
You're what?
Oh, you're back from the shower, Ali? Nothing like a good shower.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way. When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was no...
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance
The
only
Alphas were
written.
in there.
What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no. Alpha personnel.
I live in New South Wales?
What I'm about to
I
say.
didn't know that.
This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See what this is about.
Since you're in New South Wales, are you in Sydney or...
I said stop trying to access the
somewhere
goddamn
else?
system. What I'm trying to say
I actually don't know that.
is...
I never really thought about it.
thinking about the ones who come after us.
And then again, Australia is such a big place.
Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before.
An hour out of Sydney. Okay.
Fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No. We
I
can't.
love whenever people who live in big countries like the US or Australia say, oh, I live an hour away from that place. Then you look at Denmark. If you live an hour away from Copenhagen, you are in a completely different part of the country.
Sacrifices cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard!
Oh yeah, I'm just an hour away from Copenhagen. That could mean you're living in Sweden.
Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence,
The entirety of Australia is large or huge.
Emergency alert.
It's just those large countries like the US and Australia, like things are just so far apart. Yes, got the skip.
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Right, solid guy, Prime. I don't think it's a gold, but it's really solid. Alright, we have made it to the end game.
before I would but some the truth. I help because when I know which.
Yeah, like at the moment I live like 2 hours away from Copenhagen, but I'm in the complete opposite side of the country from Copenhagen. Oh, what's a gold? Nice. It takes me about 2 hours to get to Copenhagen, if there's no traffic. An 8-hour drive? I'm pretty sure I could make it almost through the entirety of Germany in 8 hours. Basically because of the Autobahn. It's gonna go 200 miles per hour through Germany. To be fair, I've only had 2 goals in this entire run. It just so happened to be here at the end. Alright. Time to not choke.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let him.
I'm glad
she would tell him.
I'll only.
If
I'll meet
Aaron, take him hours. Hey, look, when, but now you would. Is it fine? We will.
I would like to go to Canada sometime to see the mountainous part of Canada. It looks so beautiful when you see it on pictures and stuff like that. Like, the wilderness of Canada looks so beautiful.
There's someone out there.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill
Alright,
us.
play skip time.
Alright. I'll shut up.
At the first part.
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
Ah, I didn't get play skip. Alright, losing time on this split. Because my PB did get play skip.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta
Here
be
in Canada,
a way to
at least we're not the US. That should be your motto. Should be the motto of Canada. At least it's not the US. Lol.
What happened? I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Yeah, the Rockies.
There's
Also
smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
thinking about those, I guess.
Tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideout. This must be where Dervahl sent. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Alright, not gonna read chat for a while. So, you guys entertain yourself, okay? No, goddammit, it's a speed.
Wish I could be there to see this.
Sweeping Landshorn.
Quietly.
What was that?
Oh. Remember to shoot?
Ah! Those majestic
Yeah, he's gonna burn up.
Hey, look, she would budge.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well.
You know, now trying to. No.
Hey, and it's
it's
by the hey, look, please.
He within it will weak.
I'm trying.
Marie.
Perhaps yes.
And
now.
I don't.
Still a minute ahead.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, word, but so other.
Get the cover. Let the soldiers do their jobs.
Boland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Yeah, machines were not always hostile. It's explained in the DLC why most of the machines are hostile. It's because Hephaestus realizes that humans are a threat to the world. Because keep in mind, Hephaestus is the guy creating the machines, or the AI.
The end.
And Hephaestus' purpose is to create the machines to kind of transform the Earth. But humans figured out that the best way to get parts for, I guess, creating everyday things is to hunt machines. But if they're hunting machines, they are also hurting the recreation process of the Earth. Therefore, Hephaestus made the machines hostile toward humans. In order to try to scare them away from hunting them. It's explained in the DLC.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns!
And after Gaia Prime got destroyed, Gaia got destroyed, there was nothing holding Hephaestus back.
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
So, for example, the Stormbird was created to fly around the atmosphere and, like, clean out the, I guess, CO2 level in the atmosphere. I don't know how it does it, I just know it does it. And other machines, you can kind of find stuff around the game that explains what each of the machines does.
No! Rally the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
To the recreation progress.
We need those guns.
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
So Hephaestus doesn't want to kill humans, he just wants to scare them away from hunting them. And obviously to do that he kind of has to kill a few people in his way. So, otherwise it wouldn't be scary enough, I guess. Anyway, time to focus on Ridge defense. We'll be right back after the break with more lore. And if you haven't played the DLC, go play it. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna focus.
Where do you need me?
The run at ESA is ultra hard.
Come on, die!
Time to go.
Fucking shit. Whatever, it's still us up to. That was awful.
Coming!
Fucking hell, that was terrible. Whatever. "46 seconds. God. Never. God, I got hit by so much.
Aloy! Aloy! By all mother, you survived.
The freeze from the Glinthawk kind of messed me up there.
The others.
Wasn't expecting it.
No, wounded. But
And then the
alive,
fucking Stonebird managed to stun my gun.
Through, then kept going. They marched on the spire,
well.
dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
I clearly haven't seen my PB then, because my PB had a really good segment there. Oh god, I'm being raided. Shit. Give me a second, guys. To acknowledge you. Who is it? It's Professor Palmer. Whatever my deal. Just give me 2 more minutes and I'll talk to you guys.
It must have gotten through the defenses. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Hey,
Nope.
not we're right.
I should stock up. Last chance. My way's clear.
The servant is dead. Now.
Let's go! Yes! Finally! Done! Fuck yeah. Oh, such a shitty Ritz defense, but I don't give a shit. Oh man, let's go.
To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth.
That king did it. Let me turn off Nightbot. Just because he's been pissing me off right now.
Purging extinction protocol.
Oh, yes. It is a new world record, yes. It's also a PB. And it's the first time ever somebody has beaten Horizon in under 2 hours. About a year ago, somebody got the first sub 3 hours. Now we are sub 2. Let's fucking go. Finally, after choking so many rounds. That's great. If I didn't fuck up the Ritz defense, this run would have been so sick, but you know what, I don't care. We got the sub too. Man. Fucking go. Thanks for the 100 bits, Satori. Thanks for all the GGs. And thanks for the host, Palma, for the raid. You kinda hit the perfect timing. Last time you were off by 10 minutes with your timing, but this time you hit the perfect timing, I guess. Finally. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I tied my gold on my PB, or my previous PB now, with the final boss.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that.
What's that?
Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a
Well,
children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring.
Whenever
to
I'm
our
going to beat
batteries
this
so they
PB,
could
Ritz defense is
so the
gonna be an
grass
easy
caught
time
fire.
saver.
And so did a
But the rest of the run was
But I
pretty
stood
fucking
there,
good.
I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query.
Yeah, also no
How
Blaze skip.
old?
I didn't get Blaze skip
6.
in this PB, so that's awesome.
My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care. And that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care.
That was nice.
She said,
getting this.
Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something.
Yeah, my gameplay keeps getting better and better. It's nice to see.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time.
I don't think it's gonna be that hard to go back to ultra hard
best.
difficulty. I don't.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to kill the world.
I don't know.
Just a little bit.
Probably not going back to ultra hard right away. We'll see. Have to go back to it before you say, obviously. But I will say this: I got the sub 2 hours in this category, so I'm just gonna end this by saying I've reached my goal for now. Anyway, so I'm probably not gonna run this category until somebody beats my time or some new skips are found.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
So still, there's that. Time to focus on other games or other categories. My bad, not other games.